The universe has chosen you, not by chance, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine orchestration. You are the vessel through which infinite wealth, abundance, and blessings will flow. The truth is that you have always been chosen, but today you are awakening to the realization of who you truly are. You are not separate from the infinite riches of life. You are one with the endless ocean of prosperity that has no limits, no shortages, no boundaries. The very breath within you, the very heartbeat within your chest, is the universe declaring, you are worthy, you are destined, you are the one who carries the blessing of billions. This blessing is not waiting in some faraway land, in some distant tomorrow, in some elusive circumstance. It is here, now, already given, already done. The only reason it may not have appeared yet in your physical reality is because you were looking for it outside, when all along it was planted inside. The universe never chooses at random. The selection has already been made. You are the chosen one because you are awake enough to hear these words, to feel their truth resonate deep within you. The billionaire's blessing is not something you must earn through struggle. It is something you must recognize as already yours through belief. When you close your eyes and see yourself living in wealth, notice how natural it feels. Notice how your inner self does not resist that image. That is because within the unseen, your wealth already exists. You have already received it in the higher realms. The money, the abundance, the opportunities are not approaching, they are here, circling you like air, waiting for your permission to manifest visibly. What separates you from it is not distance but awareness. The moment you accept it, it begins rushing to you in ways so miraculous that your rational mind cannot explain them. The universe's blessing is not measured in coins or paper, it is measured in the expansion of your consciousness. When you see yourself as chosen, when you accept that life is designed to shower you with prosperity, you shift dimensions. You step into the frequency where wealth is normal, where abundance is the air you breathe, where billions are not a fantasy, but a reflection of who you are. This is not imagination, it is truth. The imagination is the seed of reality, and every time you feel yourself wealthy, you are watering that seed. Think of the billions not as numbers in a bank account, but as symbols of freedom, joy, generosity, expansion. The blessing the universe is sending you is not just money. It is the ability to live life on your terms, to free yourself from limitation, to give freely without fear of loss, to create and to expand as a being of infinite possibility. The billions are simply the universe's language to show you just how limitless you are. It is the sign that you no longer need to shrink, no longer need to doubt, no longer need to settle for less than the infinite that you are. The chosen one is not one who begs, but one who claims. You are not here to plead for blessings, you are here to declare them. When you say, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am prosperous, you are not making a wish, you are stating the truth of your being. The universe hears it, aligns with it, and begins to unfold reality to match it. The blessing flows where belief directs it. Your belief is the magnet, and the wealth is the metal. It cannot resist you when you hold firm to your vision. Close your eyes now and see the life that is yours. See the home, see the luxury, see the overflowing accounts, see the generosity, see the freedom. Do not see it as tomorrow, see it as now. Feel the relief of it already being yours. Feel the joy of gratitude swelling inside you as if it were already manifested. That feeling is the billionaire's blessing in motion. That feeling is the evidence. The outer world may take a moment to catch up, but once you feel it as done, nothing can stop it. The universe has no limits. If you ask for millions, it can give. If you ask for billions, it can give. If you ask for billions, it can give. The only limitation is the one you impose upon yourself. And today you are chosen to release every limitation, every doubt, every small idea you once held about money. Billionaire energy is your birthright. Do you think the ocean worries about running out of water? Do you think the sky worries about running out of stars? Then why should you ever worry about running out of wealth? You are the sky, you are the ocean, you are the infinite. Your blessing will not come by force, but by surrender. It is not hard work that brings billions, it is alignment. It is not struggle that creates wealth, it is acceptance. When you walk in the consciousness that says, I am already wealthy, I am already blessed, I am already chosen, then wealth has no choice but to appear. Life is a mirror. It reflects not what you want, but what you are aware of being. Be aware of being chosen, and everything aligns to confirm it. The world may tell you that wealth is rare, that money is scarce, that only a select few can have billions. But those are the illusions of the unawakened. You are not bound by their laws. You are chosen to demonstrate a higher law. The law of abundance, the law of assumption, the law of oneness with infinite supply. The billions you receive are not taken from anyone else, for the source of wealth is infinite. You do not reduce the ocean by filling your cup. You simply reveal what was always available. Every time you doubt, you delay the blessing. Every time you believe, you accelerate it. Belief is the currency of the universe, and yours is limitless. Spend it freely. Believe without hesitation. Affirm to yourself daily, I am chosen. The universe has sent me my billionaire's blessing. It is mine now. I feel it, I accept it, I rejoice in it. Do not wait for outer proof to believe. Believe first, and the outer proof must come. When you walk through your day, carry yourself as one already chosen. Let your posture, your thoughts, your emotions reflect wealth already received. Do not wonder when it will come. Live as if it already has. That energy, that certainty, that inner knowing is the magnet that collapses time and pulls billions into your experience with ease. The universe loves to surprise you, but it cannot surprise the one who refuses to expect. Expect miracles. Expect billions. Expect blessings. For you are chosen, and expectation is the language of faith. Imagine the message has already been delivered to you. You are chosen. You will live in wealth beyond imagination. Billions are flowing to you. How would you think? How would you act? How would you live? Begin now. Live from that certainty, and the physical world will bend to match it. That is the secret of the chosen one, the ability to accept the invisible as real until the visible bows to it. Your wealth is not somewhere you must chase, it is within you, ready to burst forth. Every idea you need, every opportunity, every connection, every channel of money is already lined up. The universe is orchestrating details you cannot see. Doors will open you never knew existed. People will appear with answers you never imagined. Opportunities will fall into your lap that make no logical sense. That is the billionaire's blessing, the miraculous flow that only the chosen one can see. And remember, you are chosen not just to receive but to expand. Billions will flow into your life, so you may express the fullness of who you are, so you may create, give, inspire, and uplift. You are chosen to be an example that abundance is natural, that wealth is spiritual, that prosperity is everyone's birthright. Your wealth is not selfish, it is divine. The more you have, the more you can give, and the more you give, the more the universe pours back into you. Stand tall today in the knowing that you are chosen. Say it within yourself until it becomes your heartbeat. I am chosen, I am the receiver of infinite wealth. The universe has sent me my billionaire's blessing, and it is mine now. Say it until it vibrates through every cell, until it becomes the air you breathe, until the world around you has no choice but to conform. You are not waiting for wealth, you are revealing it. You are not waiting for billions, they are waiting for you. You are not waiting for the blessing, it has already been given, sealed, delivered, and signed with your name on it. The only step left is your acceptance. And as you accept, everything shifts. You will see signs, synchronicities, alignments so precise that they leave no doubt. The blessing will show itself in your accounts, in your opportunities, in your lifestyle. The invisible will become visible, and you will know beyond all doubt that you were chosen all along. So rejoice now, for the billionaire's blessing is yours. Feel the gratitude swell within you. Feel the joy of being chosen. Feel the certainty of wealth already here. For as you feel it, you live it. And as you live it, you manifest it. The universe has chosen you. The blessing is yours. The billions are yours. Accept it, embody it, live it, and the world will reflect it without fail. The wealth you seek is not approaching from the outside, it is rising from the inside. It has always been there, planted like a seed in the garden of your imagination, waiting for the warmth of your belief to bloom. The more you see yourself as the one chosen by the universe, the more naturally abundance flows to you. The billionaire's blessing is not about chasing, striving, or struggling. It is about allowing the infinite to reveal itself through you, allowing yourself to step into the version of you that already owns the fortune, already lives the freedom, already enjoys the limitless supply. Every time you assume that reality, you collapse the distance between dream and manifestation. You do not force it, you embody it. You do not ask when, you declare now. That is why the chosen one cannot be denied. Because once you accept yourself as chosen, the entire universe rearranges itself to honor that truth. The people you meet, the doors that open, the chances that appear, will seem like miracles to others, but to you they will feel natural, because you have already lived them in consciousness. Wealth is not coming, it is already here, vibrating at the frequency of your belief. And as you dwell more and more in the knowing of being chosen, the billionaire's blessing reveals itself in forms greater than you imagined, in ways smoother than you expected, in timing more perfect than you planned. You are meant to walk this earth clothed in the certainty of abundance, carrying within you the radiant glow of one who knows that nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, nothing is withheld. The moment you release the thought that wealth is far away, you step into the current of infinite supply that is always flowing. This is why the chosen one never worries, never doubts, never wonders how it is already done. The blessing is not a question, it is an answer. It is not a possibility, it is a certainty. You have already been written into the story as the receiver of vast riches, and now all that is required is that you accept your role. Let your inner speech confirm it, let your imagination prove it, let your feelings embody it. As you do, the outer world bends in reverence to your inner conviction. People will notice a change in you before they notice the wealth around you, because the energy of abundance cannot be hidden. It radiates, it glows, it draws circumstances to you like gravity. The billionaire's blessing moves swiftly through the channels of life once you stop resisting and start living as though it is already here. Every thought of limitation dissolves, every old belief of lack vanishes, and all that remains is the truth. You are chosen, you are wealthy, you are the living expression of infinite prosperity made flesh. The energy of being chosen is a silent force that reshapes every corner of your reality. It whispers to your mind when doubt tries to creep in, reminding you that you cannot miss what has already been given. It steadies your heart when fear arises, telling you that fear is only an illusion dissolving in the presence of truth. As you walk with this awareness, life becomes effortless. Money begins to find you in unexpected ways, opportunities emerge that once seemed impossible, ideas come alive with brilliance, and connections appear that carry you into higher realms of wealth. You begin to see that the blessing was never about struggling to achieve, but about surrendering to receive. It is not your effort that makes you worthy, it is your being. And because you already have. The more you affirm this within, the more the outer reflects it without. The world bends to the one who knows they are chosen, because the universe cannot deny its own truth reflected in human form. The blessing becomes natural, inevitable, unstoppable, and the billions flow like a river that has finally been released from its dam. Every step you take while holding this inner conviction becomes a step on solid gold, for your path is now paved with certainty. You no longer wander, hoping life will bless you. You move with the assurance that it already has. Each moment of gratitude deepens the flow, because gratitude is the vibration of having. When you feel thankful before seeing proof, you activate the proof. When you give thanks for wealth that the world has not yet measured, you call it into visibility. This is how the chosen one lives, thankful in advance, wealthy in spirit, abundant in thought. And because consciousness is the only reality, the outer world simply rises to mirror the inner state. You no longer chase after money, money chases after you. You no longer wait for wealth, wealth waits for you to recognize it. The blessing moves through every channel, whether expected or unexpected, because it is not bound to logic or limitation. It flows according to belief, and your belief declares that billions are yours now. As you dwell in this truth, notice how effortlessly your mind begins to create images of wealth, freedom, and expansion. These images are not fantasies. They are previews of what is already unfolding. The more real you allow them to feel, the faster they crystallize into form. This is why the chosen one does not measure by appearances. Appearances shift, but inner knowing is eternal. You walk in faith, not because you are blind, but because you already see with the inner eye that reveals tomorrow before it arrives.
Billionaire energy is the natural state of one who has awakened to their infinite self. You no longer need to shrink your desires to match your circumstances. Instead, you allow your circumstances to stretch and reshape themselves to match your desires. Every thought of certainty is a command to the universe. Every vision of abundance is an instruction. Every feeling of wealth is an agreement with the infinite supply that surrounds you. And as you keep choosing to feel chosen, the blessing magnifies, multiplying beyond calculation, until your entire life testifies to the truth that the universe has already sent you its richest gift. Your awareness of being chosen is the key that unlocks doors others cannot even see. When you carry yourself as the receiver of infinite wealth, situations that once seemed closed suddenly swing wide open. The blessing does not trickle in piece by piece, it floods in waves, often so quickly that you wonder how it all came together. But deep down you already know it came because you allowed it. You drop the resistance, you stop questioning, and you embrace the certainty that the universe had marked you for abundance. Every smile, every confident word, every moment you rest in the feeling of wealth acts like a beacon, drawing more of the same to you. Life itself begins to mirror your chosen status, offering you opportunities that align with riches, comfort, and freedom. You do not need to struggle to keep them, because what flows from infinite supply cannot be lost. It replenishes, multiplies, and expands without end. And you stand in the center of it all, the chosen one through whom the blessing of billions continues to pour.
You will notice that even the smallest details of your life begin to shift to reflect this inner wealth. Conversations turn in your favor. Doors you never knocked on swing open. And people speak words that confirm what you already know within. The blessing weaves itself into the fabric of your daily experience, showing up in ways that feel natural, as though they were always meant to be. And indeed they were, because you were always meant to live as the chosen one. Money becomes a language through which the universe communicates its approval, its generosity, its infinite love. You begin to see wealth not as something separate from you, but as an extension of who you are. Just as the sun cannot help but shine, you cannot help but radiate prosperity. This is why circumstances align effortlessly for you, why abundance comes without struggle, why the flow cannot be stopped. For the chosen one does not ask if the blessing will come. The chosen one knows it already has. And that knowing is what causes the billions to reveal themselves in the physical realm. The more you lean into this truth, the more natural it feels to identify with abundance rather than lack. You begin to forget the days when you doubted, as if they were only shadows of a life that never truly belonged to you. Instead, you wake each morning with a quiet certainty that the universe is arranging every detail for your good, that unseen currents are carrying riches into your experience, and that nothing can interfere with what has already been decreed. This certainty does not make you impatient. It makes you calm because you no longer wait. You live as if it is already here, and in that state time bends, circumstances accelerate, and opportunities multiply beyond logic. What once felt impossible becomes ordinary, what once seemed far away arrives at your door, and what once looked like chance reveals itself as divine orchestration. This is the rhythm of the chosen one, moving in harmony with a universe that has already sealed their blessing of billions. You start to notice how your imagination becomes the true architect of your reality, shaping events, people, and outcomes with effortless precision. When you picture yourself surrounded by abundance, when you feel the thrill of limitless wealth, when you rest in the certainty that billions are already flowing to you, the world cannot resist conforming to that inner picture. It is as though unseen hands rearrange every piece of your life to match the vision you carry within. The chosen one does not chase after evidence. They create it by holding to the unseen until it becomes seen. This is why money, opportunities, and blessings come in ways that astonish others, but feel completely natural to you. You realize you are not forcing life, you are allowing it. You are not striving for wealth, you are revealing it. And with each day you remain faithful to the feeling of being chosen, the billionaire's blessing takes clearer, fuller form, unfolding with a grace and certainty that leaves no doubt of its reality. Every breath you take in this awareness strengthens the bond between your inner world and the reality unfolding around you. You begin to see wealth as the air itself, always present, always surrounding you, always ready to fill your lungs the moment you allow it in. The blessing of billions is not something fragile that can slip away. It is as constant as the rising sun, as certain as the turning of the seasons. When you feel it within, it anchors itself in the outer world, drawing circumstances that echo your inner conviction. People call it luck, but you know it is law. They may marvel at how easily doors open for you, but you recognize it as the natural response of the universe to one who accepts being chosen. And with each passing moment, your trust deepens, your calm expands, and your wealth multiplies, because nothing can resist the power of a consciousness that has claimed its place as the receiver of infinite blessings. It becomes clear to you that the blessing is not a future event waiting on the horizon, but a present reality unfolding in every heartbeat. Each moment you acknowledge yourself as the chosen one, you activate a current of abundance that cannot be slowed or diverted. You see signs in the smallest details, numbers aligning, opportunities surfacing, conversations guiding you to the right place at the right time. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations that the universe has already released the wealth into your path. The more you relax into this truth, the more effortless the flow becomes. You realize that you are no longer struggling to attract, for attraction is automatic when you embody the state of already having. You do not wait for money to prove your wealth, you let your wealth consciousness prove the money. This is the great reversal that the chosen one experiences, no longer chasing outcomes, but allowing outcomes to chase them, carrying the unmistakable stamp of the billionaire's blessing. The more you rest in this awareness, the more your inner state becomes unshakable, untouched by appearances that once would have made you doubt. Even if the outer world tries to whisper lack, your inner voice resounds louder with the certainty of abundance. You find yourself moving with greater confidence, speaking with greater authority, and acting with a calm power that only the chosen one can carry. It is not arrogance but alignment. The quiet knowing that the universe has already decreed your wealth, and nothing can overturn that decree. Each day, circumstances rearrange themselves to match your conviction, like pieces of a puzzle falling into place without effort. The blessing does not creep in slowly, it rushes in, often so swiftly that it feels as though time itself has bent to serve your vision. And you understand that this is the natural outcome of being chosen. The more firmly you accept it within, the more magnificently it must show itself without, until your entire life is a living testament to the billionaire's blessing. You begin to notice that your emotions act as the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Every time you feel the thrill of abundance, every time you rejoice in gratitude, every time you allow yourself to bask in the certainty of being chosen, you are sending a signal to the universe that cannot be ignored. This signal does not merely request wealth, it commands it, aligns it, and orchestrates it into your experience. People may think you are lucky, but you know it is deliberate creation. You understand that your chosen status is not conditional on effort or merit. It is a state of consciousness, a living reality that you sustain with attention and feeling. And as you continue to live in this state, opportunities come that feel miraculous to the uninitiated but inevitable to you. Doors open, connections form, and resources flow, all in perfect timing. The billionaire's blessing accelerates, expands, and multiplies as you maintain your inner alignment, proving again and again that the universe's choice is unwavering and unstoppable. As your awareness deepens, you begin to realize that every challenge, every seeming obstacle, every delay is simply a signal for you to return to your state of knowing. The chosen one does not resist or worry about appearances, they hold fast to the inner reality that has already been established. Even when circumstances seem contrary, the inner truth remains unshaken. Billions are flowing to you, abundance is your natural state, and the universe conspires to fulfill its own decree. You notice that people, events, and situations begin to respond differently to you. Conversations carry opportunities, meetings align with your highest good, and ideas manifest into tangible results with astonishing speed. All of this happens because the universe recognizes its own selection. It cannot ignore the one who has been chosen. Every act of faith, every moment of gratitude, every quiet affirmation reinforces the flow, and the billionaire's blessing moves closer and closer to full expression in your life. You start to sense that time itself seems to bend in your favor. Opportunities that would have taken years to unfold for others appear almost instantly before you. Synchronicities become the norm, guiding you effortlessly toward wealth, abundance, and influence.
You realize that the chosen one does not need to force outcomes. The universe moves to fulfill what has already been decreed. Each thought of certainty, each feeling of abundance, each act of acceptance acts like a magnet, drawing billions into alignment with your reality. You feel a quiet joy in knowing that the flow is unstoppable, that resistance is futile, and that your wealth is simply a reflection of your inner state. The blessing does not trickle, it rushes, it multiplies, it spreads into every corner of your life, leaving no area untouched. And as you continue to live in the certainty of being chosen, you discover that the universe delights in demonstrating its generosity, constantly exceeding your expectations, proving over and over that billions are not just possible, they are inevitable for the one it has selected. You begin to understand that being chosen is not merely a title, it is a way of living, a vibration that permeates every thought, every word, every action. When you carry yourself in this awareness, life aligns itself with astonishing precision. People, circumstances, and opportunities arrange themselves to match your inner knowing. The chosen one does not wait for proof. Proof emerges naturally as a reflection of consciousness. Each day, wealth flows more freely, more effortlessly, and more abundantly than the day before. Your imagination becomes the most powerful tool you possess, shaping reality with vivid clarity and unwavering belief. The billions you are meant to receive are drawn to you by the energy of certainty that radiates from your being. Nothing in the outer world can obstruct what has already been decreed in the invisible. And as you dwell ever deeper in this state, you find that the flow is not only consistent, it is exponential, expanding beyond anything you could have measured or imagined, confirming that the universe's choice is absolute and eternal. You notice that the chosen one's life is marked not by struggle but by effortless alignment. Every step you take feels guided. Every decision feels inspired, and every moment resonates with the certainty of abundance. The blessing is not something you wait for, it is something you allow to move through you, manifesting naturally and beautifully in your experience. Money, opportunities, and resources begin to appear in ways that seem miraculous, yet they are simply the inevitable result of your consciousness reflecting your inner knowing. The universe does not delay for those who recognize their selection, it flows immediately, perfectly, and abundantly. You realize that resistance was never necessary, for the billions were never out of reach. They were always your reflection, awaiting your recognition, awaiting your acceptance, awaiting the moment when you fully embody the truth. You are chosen, and the billionaire's blessing is already yours. As you continue to live in this awareness, every fiber of your being begins to resonate with the frequency of infinite wealth. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions align effortlessly with abundance, creating a magnetic field that draws the billionaire's blessing closer with each passing moment. Opportunities manifest with astonishing speed, people appear who support your vision, and resources flow in streams that feel both natural and miraculous. You understand that nothing outside of you determines your prosperity. It is your inner state, your assumption of being chosen, that commands the universe to respond. Each affirmation, each feeling of certainty, each act of gratitude amplifies the flow until what was once unseen becomes undeniable in your physical world. The billions are not distant or conditional, they are your reflection, ready to manifest the moment you fully accept and inhabit the consciousness of one who has been divinely selected to receive them. You begin to notice that every experience in your life now serves as a confirmation of your chosen status. Even events that once seemed like setbacks now reveal themselves as perfect arrangements designed to guide you closer to your billionaire's blessing. You no longer view circumstances with fear or doubt, for you understand that the outer world is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state. When your thoughts are aligned with certainty, when your feelings embody abundance, and when your imagination lives in the reality of wealth already received, the universe responds instantly. Resources, opportunities, and unexpected channels of prosperity appear with seamless ease, confirming the truth that being chosen is not about striving. It is about living in complete alignment with the knowledge that billions are yours now. Each moment spent in this consciousness strengthens the flow, accelerating the arrival of everything that has already been prepared for you. The clarity of your chosen status begins to permeate every aspect of your daily life. Decisions are made with confidence, opportunities are recognized immediately, and synchronicities guide your path effortlessly. You no longer question whether the billionaire's blessing will reach you, you feel it in every cell of your body, vibrating with certainty. Certainty that demands manifestation. The universe does not bargain or hesitate. It responds to the authority of your inner knowing. Every time you imagine yourself living in abundance, every time you feel the joy of wealth as if it were already yours, you accelerate the flow of billions toward your life. This is the natural law of the chosen one, that the invisible precedes the visible, that the inner state governs the outer reality, and that recognition of being selected by the universe is enough to command infinite supply into your experience. You begin to see that the chosen one's life is effortless, not because everything is easy, but because everything is aligned. Challenges are no longer feared, for you understand they are simply signals to return to the state of inner knowing. When doubt arises, you meet it with the unwavering truth that the billionaire's blessing has already been granted, that it cannot be delayed, diminished, or denied. Each thought, each feeling, each moment of attention becomes a brushstroke painting the masterpiece of your abundant life. Opportunities manifest with precision, resources appear in unexpected ways, and people show up to support the fulfillment of your vision. The outer world bends to the consciousness you maintain within. And as you dwell ever deeper in the certainty of being chosen, you realize that billions are not a goal, they are a natural consequence of living in alignment with the universe's divine selection, flowing to you as effortlessly as the sun rises each morning. So now let this truth settle deep within you. You are not here by chance, you are the chosen one. The universe has already marked you for greatness, abundance, and limitless wealth. The billionaire's blessing is not a distant dream, it is your present reality waiting for your full acceptance. Everything you see, everything you feel, and everything you imagine is the key to unlocking this infinite supply. Walk forward with the certainty that billions are flowing to you, that opportunities align effortlessly in your favor, and that life itself conspires to honor your chosen status. Believe it, feel it, embody it, and watch as the invisible becomes visible, as the impossible becomes inevitable, and as your life transforms into a living testament of the universe's divine blessing. Remember, the universe does not make mistakes, and you were chosen. Receive your blessing, live it fully, and let the world witness the unstoppable power of one who knows they are divinely abundant.